I don't think that you're ready for change. I don't. I think that you're stuck in your ways and you're going to stay where you are. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You've been stuck in those routes for so long that change is a foreign thing to you. It's so out of the norm that you can't even picture doing it. What if I told you I could change that for you? What if I told you that just changing what you eat, doesn't even matter if you go carnivore, if you just go eating clean for a week or two, that's all I'm asking. I'm not forcing any diet on anybody, just as I wouldn't force anything on anybody. But that being said, when I cut out everything and got into the carnivores, where I started feeling the best. Now, is it going to work for you? I don't know. It worked for me. But I also loved when I was keto and I was tracking calories and eating wraps and rice bowls and all that stuff like that. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I was still suffering from anxiety and depression and all kinds of stuff. So if you're strictly just looking to lose weight, go keto. Go just watch your calories and your carbs and your intakes and get your base metabolic rate and do all that stuff. But if you're actually looking to heal your body and to do resets with short fasts and long fasts and eating clean and cutting out junks and things like that, then there are alternative ways to go. I eased my way in onto the carnivore diet, which made it a lot easier on me. I've heard a lot of people that were like, oh, I got the keto flu and it never went away. Okay, well, I call bullshit, because the only time that I get the keto flu or get that feeling is when I got sugar sneaking in on my diets, like sausages or any kind of meats like that have hidden nitrates and fillers. That's where I start to feel that offness, right? But everybody's different. So I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for my own preferences, or my own experiences, I should say. So I'm 9 months in. I'm down over 110 pounds. My goal is, I think, was 140 pounds to 146 pounds I needed to lose to hit a 200 pound mark. That's where I'm happy at, is at 200 pounds. If I lose more than 200 pounds and get to where I should, where they say my body should be at, like 180 or 175 or whatever the average for my height is, I'm thinking it's in between 180 and 200, because I'm almost 6 foot tall, blah, blah, blah. But you want to know what the best part is, guys? Is I didn't fucking hit the gym once. And out of 110 pounds, I've lost 1 pound of muscle. 1 pound. It's not bad. My fucking scale measures everything I need it to do. I have just a cheap $35, $40 scale, depending on what the sale is at the time. It's just a Renpo scale, Amazon. Link is up in my bio if you want to check it out. If not, that's fine too. I don't make nothing. I make like $1 or fucking less off of sales. Like, they're just there because that's what I used. I've owned that scale since like 2013 or something, and they've come out with a few different versions since then, and they upgraded the softwares and they upgraded the apps, but it's basically the same scale either way. I'm not gonna sell you no courses. I'm not Patreons and all that bullshit. And at the same time, I'm sitting here as a poor, broke fucking single dad, and I'm still just trying to help people, and people still don't see it as help. They think of it as I'm selling pipe dreams, I'm selling dreams and fucking aspirations and whatever, right? But it's not. I'm just selling my experience and what has happened and how I can help with little suggestions and little tweaks to your lifestyle. You too could be sitting here going, hey, I lost 110 pounds because I listened to some fucking asshole on YouTube that wasn't a doctor, that wasn't the fucking gym bro saying, look at me, I lost 100 pounds and I'm all buff and I'm 20 years old. Fucking cool, bro, but you know, we're not 20. We don't have that metabolism that's going to fight back. So like, if I were to go hit the gym, which I have done for 6 months straight, I never seen any fucking results. I might have gotten some muscle in my arms and muscles in my chest, but I had a big visceral stomach and things like that. Never went away. Never went away. I tried treadmills, I tried all kinds of stuff. And then I just give up because like I can see that I'm gaining muscle, but I'm not losing weight. So this time around, when I changed my mindset, I was like, I'm not going to do any exercise. I'm not going to do any gym. I'm going to focus on losing the weight first, and then I'm going to slowly work in exercise later on. So as I get closer to my goal, I am going to start hitting the gym. I'm not lying. I am going to start toning and just trying to build a little bit more strength, which is fine. But that's not what I wanted to use to lose weight. To lose weight, I simply just thought, I analyzed every single possibility that I could fucking do. And I was like, if I just do this, or I know because I've done this before, I've lost 10 pounds of water weight, which is simply just cutting out the sugars and shit like that. I've lost 10, 15 pounds before, and I've gained it back because I get bored and I slowly go back because I don't see the results coming as fast as I want. I only see the first initial water weights, which is cool. You know, you lose water weight really fast when you first start, poof, and you see it squish down and you're like, yeah, cool, awesome. But if you don't keep the motivation past that part, then you're never gonna succeed in your journey of where you want to be. That's the diet problem. Is everyone's chasing that whoosh, and when you first start your diet, sure, you're gonna lose all that water weight. You feel really good, and then for a week you don't lose anything, and you go, fuck. Might as well just be eating chips then if I'm not gonna lose weight, or whatever the fuck your mentality tells you to do, because our brains are always against us. So we almost have to manifest that stuff, whether you believe in manifesting or not. Like, you have to tell yourself, fuck it. I just don't. I'm not a pop drinker no more, or I'm not a chip eater. I don't eat bread. So the best part about carnivore is when you're eating, I can eat 5, 6, 7 sausages in a day, and that's way over my calorie intake. But yet, I don't gain weight. I actually lose weight. When I find days that I'm overeating my calories, I actually end up losing weight, which is weird because that's backwards from what we're taught. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a calorie deficit. And then on that is the calorie deficit. Sure, your weekly calorie deficit still might be under. Your dailies could be over. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. My daily to keep my weight the way it is 1,936. That's my base. It's kind of been the same for the last little bit. So if I'm eating 1,500, I'm in like a 400 calorie deficit every day. Add that up times a week, 7 times 4, 28. So like I'm getting where I want to be quick. I'm in the beginning of my journey, I was losing 3.5 pounds average all the way up until the last month or so. Once I hit around that 100-pound gone mark, I plateaued out. So now if I run the numbers across and average it out, I think I'm losing like 2.9 pounds a week or something like that. So again, if you're stepping on the scale every day and you're like, it's not moving, it's not moving, it's not moving, because I was getting frustrated. I'm not going to lie. It's fucking hard when you think that even after losing 100 pounds, like, why isn't it moving anymore? I personally am good. If I stay where I'm at, I'm good. But I don't want to. I want to drop more. Like, I want to be where I'm at. So then I'll just reevaluate everything and be like, well, maybe it's time to add the exercise in now that I've got momentum and I'm moving and I'm going down. I don't know. Just my ideas. I'm Jay, guys. I'm the Canadian Carnivore Dad. If you like, follow, and subscribe, you can follow some more content like this. Raw, uncut, unfiltered. I don't go through and chop out my words. The only thing I ever do is take my longs and cut them into short little clips sometimes. Other than that, I don't edit anything out. If I stumble on a word, I don't cut it. that's like, out of all the influencers across TikTok and across YouTube and stuff like that, those are the ones that resonate the best with me. Is even if they're doctors and they're professionals, their videos are raw, and that's the most important part to me. I don't want to see a $10,000 camera with a production team making your videos, especially when you're talking about personal life stuff like this. Like, I started eating clean and my depression went away. Maybe it works for other people. And then I start talking to other people. I'm like, oh, it does work for you. I have friends that have MS and things like that, and wicked, awesome, no more symptoms, cool. They have to stay right strict to carnivore diet, and I am like 99% strict on that carnivore diet. But to each their own. Like I said, guys, like, share, and follow.